and welcome to the Disney Wish full walkthrough. We're going to start on deck 3 in the Grand Hall. Now this Grand Hall is inspired by Cinderella, and it has a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous wishing star chandelier. This is the first ship with an actual stage in the atrium for lots of shows and entertainment throughout the day and in the evening. Throughout the day, the chandelier actually does have little light shows that go on, so if you happen to be in the Grand Hall and you catch one, they're really, really gorgeous. I also want to mention here that exactly at 11:55, everybody gathers in the Grand Hall and lays on the floor to watch the Kiss Goodnight. I highly recommend it. It actually does change for Pirate Night, which we experienced. It was really great. So if you happen to be up that late, I would recommend going to see the Kiss Goodnight. One thing I really love is that Disney actually added a slide for the kids to get into the kids club. It's right next to the Grand Hall, and you check in and then they just slide on down and wash their hands. It's really secure and you can actually watch them go down. If you see, it's actually clear. It was really cool. Disney had quite a few upscale shops, so if you're up for some shopping, there's definitely plenty on board. This is actually the hallway from the Grand Hall, still on deck 3, headed towards the Bayou. We are headed towards the Bayou. The Bayou is a Tiana-themed lounge, and you can see all of the touches from the movie, down to even the fireflies inside the little ball jars on each table. They also serve fresh beignets, and we highly recommend the Bayou rum flight. It was really delicious. Here we are on the opposite side of deck 3. This is Treasures Untold. This was my favorite store on the ship. It had all the Dooney and Burks, all the Coach purses, your Pandora bracelet selection, and tons of other cute jewelry. If you're looking for the perfect gift to take home or the perfect gift for somebody you're sailing with, that's definitely the place to go. Here's the other side of the Bayou. Here we are at Nightingales Lounge. It is a Cinderella-themed lounge. If you've ever heard the song Sing Sweet Nightingale in the animated classic, that is what this lounge is themed after. They also have really cute Instagrammable drinks called smoke bubbles. So if you're looking for something to wow your Instagram followers, that is definitely a drink I recommend ordering. Are you ready to cruise into hyperspace? This Star Wars lounge was really, really cool, but it's actually almost hidden because it's tucked into a little dark hallway across from the Bayou. This lounge was actually super hard to get into, so I suggest if you want to get into Hyperspace Lounge that you make reservations on your first day on board. Make those reservations with the dining team. You just have to find out where they'll be meeting that day. You can find it on your Navigator app or head to guest services. This lounge is also known for its $5,000 Kyber crystal drink. Now, if you have the extra money to spare, maybe it's something you want to take a part of, but I don't know. Leave it in the comments. Would you buy a $5,000 drink at the Hyperspace Lounge? I just wanted to highlight this real quick. This may just be an ordinary aft walkway, hallway, whatever you want to call it. But if you look at the special touches that Disney puts on all their ships, look at this floor tile and this painting. I guess it's not really a painting. It was more like a moving picture. It was really, really, really cute. And the longer you stand there, the more things happen. Now we are headed over to our first main dining option out of 3. This is 1923. You will see that there are 2 separate dining rooms, Walt Disney and Roy Disney. I didn't notice a major difference, but these 2 dining rooms reflect on the Hollywood glamour of the 1920s in California. I really feel like they highlight Disney animation and the characters that the Walt Disney Company has created. This restaurant has a very classy feel, and I really recommend the pink peppercorn fillet. If there's anything you order, definitely order that. Here we are headed into the Roy Disney side of 1923. In these 2 restaurants that are one and the same, there are over 1,000 props and pieces of artwork from Disney Animation Studios. You can sit right next to it, you can walk through and look at all the beautiful pictures. I mean, look at this Moana artwork, it was gorgeous. This was my favorite meal on the ship, and I have to say, this is definitely not a meal you want to skip for adult dining or to go anywhere else. Let's take a little trip to Forward Deck 3 to the magical and wonderful Walt Disney Theater. This is where you're going to watch one of 3 Broadway-style shows. The 3 shows are Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, and Disney Sees the Adventure. Now, we didn't get to see Aladdin while on board because they're still in rehearsals, but I will tell you that The Little Mermaid was really an amazing show. But my favorite was Disney Sees the Adventure, where you actually got to see the characters, Mickey and his friends, perform on a Broadway-style stage. It was amazing. Now on to everybody's favorite part, the kids clubs. This is It's a Small World nursery. This is going to be for your littles ages 6 months to 3 years. Don't be fooled, this isn't a glorified baby care center. They actually play games with the kids, do crafts with the kids, and don't be surprised if you come in to pick up your little and Cinderella is giving them their bottle. Moving on, we have the Mickey and Minnie's Captain's Deck. This area was so cute. They have little slides and they even have a place where you can drive the ship and honk the horns. Also, look out for special visits from Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie themselves. As you can see, it's not just the littles who enjoy playing in the kids' clubs on open house. Heading further into the Oceaneers Club is the Star Wars Cargo Bay. And when I tell you that Disney went all out for this, it was so amazing. Down to the little porgs, to all the little creatures that they have to interact with. Your little Star Wars fans are going to be absolutely infatuated with this space. As if it couldn't get any better for our little Disney fans, here we are at the Marvel Superhero Academy. Now this space was full of technology that I have never seen on any of the other ships. When you're looking at these costumes right here on the right-hand side, kids can actually choose a costume and watch it transform before their eyes. Now we didn't have a band to try this because we didn't have any kids with us, but we heard it's very cool. They can also play a virtual reality game that allows them to go on an Avengers training mission. There's lots of iPads in this area and cool little props from the movie. We also just wanted to take a second to highlight this gorgeous wallpaper that is all over the hallways of the Oceaneer Club. Can you spot your favorite character? Now we're going to move on to the gorgeously themed fairy tale hall. Now, there's 3 different rooms in this fairy tale hall. This is Anna and Elsa's summer house. It's so cute and so well themed. I could sit in there myself for a long time. Here the kids will do activities and even may have a surprise visit from each princess in each room. Now I have to say, this was my favorite space. As you can see, I spent a lot of time in there. This is Belle's library, and the little fireplace actually sounds like a real fireplace. I could have sat in here and read a book myself. Rapunzel lovers, fear not. You have your own little art studio where you can make all kinds of drawings just like Princess Rapunzel. Now this space is for my future Imagineers. Here, there were so many cool things to look at that I didn't know where to look at first. Here your kids can discover the secrets of world-renowned Disney Imagineers with hands-on activities and even some experiments. When I left the Imagineering area, I actually found myself hoping and wishing that Disney would do an adults night at the Oceaneer Club. Kids can even make their own roller coasters, and then they climb into this little capsule where they can virtually ride their masterpiece. Now we are headed up to the gorgeous Deck 4, right above the Kids Club. Now here you can see all of these gorgeous tapestries. They have these all over the ship, all little snapshots and snippets of the Cinderella animated classic. From the furnishings, to the rug, to the railings, to the glass pieces, I cannot tell you how beautifully put together this ship is. I really enjoyed the aesthetic. Here you can see the princesses are meeting with some little princesses in the Grand Hall. We are now headed towards the wonderful and fabulous Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. And my friends, Bibbidi Bobbidi is not just for our little princesses. It's gonna be for our captains and for our princess too. I'm sorry, unfortunately, they're only doing guests under age 12 at the moment. Throughout the ship, you're going to see these wonderful, cute little cafes where you can get your espresso. I am a coffee girl, so this is one called the Wishing Star Cafe. They also serve really great smoothies here if you want to grab a espresso and then get your kid a little smoothie. It's a really cute place just to hang out for the morning. Over here on the left-hand side, you are going to get a glimpse of the fabulous Hooks Barbery. Here you can get a shave, a haircut. It's a specialized salon just for people who want that masculine energy. After all, our hubbies need relaxation too on the ship. Then we head over, tying into Hooks Barbery, the Untangled Salon, a play on words if you will. It is Rapunzel themed. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous inside. Who wouldn't want to get a pedicure and a manicure in here? You feel like a real princess. They also have different hairstyling services as well. Now on to Luna. This is going to be where the majority of family activities like your game shows and even adult activities in the evening take place. We actually really enjoyed crazy karaoke at night. It was an adults only thing. It was really cool. They also have scavenger hunts. So this is going to be where all the main entertainment takes place. Think D Lounge, but on the Wish. So get this, the Disney Wish not only has one cinema, but it has two cinemas. One is the Wonderland Cinema, which you can see here, and it is themed like Alice in Wonderland. One thing I really enjoy about Disney ships is that if there is a movie that they are releasing while you are on board, it will be on board and they will show it to you. I actually had the privilege of seeing Frozen 2 on the Disney Magic before it hit theaters. Now we are headed over to the second theater. Neverland Cinema, which is very obviously Peter Pan themed. I actually love that these cinemas are themed. It just gives them that little Disney magic touch. There will always be movies playing in the theater as well, so if it's a rainy day, a windy day, a sunny day, a hot day, a cold day, there will be movies in the cinema, which is amazing, and you can bring your popcorn buckets on board for a refill from the parks. I repeat, there is popcorn. Now, are you ready for dining option number 2? This is part of your rotational dining. This is World of Marvel restaurants. So all my Marvel fans, pay attention. This is the first ever cinematic dining experience on a cruise ship, where you actually get to participate in a real-life Avengers mission. I had a really great time at this restaurant. I thought the food was amazing, and the way that they tied the food and the entertainment into the dining experience was fabulous. You also may be getting a surprise visit from some of your favorite Avengers characters. Now let's head up to Deck 5 and start with the amazing Keg and Compass Lounge. Now this lounge, I would call it nautical theme. It has some odes to pirates, some odes to Vikings, some mermaid vibes going on. Overall, nautical theming. They have cool Viking beers served inside of a glass horn. I would recommend the loaded tater tots. It was just what we needed to soak up all of the beer. They also have really great specialty beers here that you can't get anywhere else but in this lounge. It's a really cool, vibey place to hang out before or after dinner. They also show sports. If there's any major sporting event going on, this is where you want to head to first. Heading over next to Tritons Lounge, which is pretty much a nautical themed lounge. They don't have a bar in here. This is mainly used for events such as adult-only game shows. They had the dining team in here to change your reservations or to possibly get a Hyperspace Lounge reservation. There was not too much going on here during the cruise, but it's nice to have a place where you can go where it's quiet. So mainly this was the quiet area that we found during our cruise. They also did some trivia up here, just a multi-use space. Also up here on Deck 5, you can find the second floor of the Luna Lounge. If you like to have a bird's eye view of the game shows or the family activities, this is where you want to head to first. Also, they do meet in here for port adventures. So that's what's actually going on down there right now, as people were meeting for port adventures. So now, heading out of the lounge area, back into the beautifully lit hallways. This is where your Port Adventures desk is going to be on either side, and obviously another place to just sit and relax and take in that wishing star chandelier. Just take a second to appreciate this Cinderella mural made of all tiles. It was absolutely gorgeous. Next is the Enchanted Sword Cafe, which is another place that you can get your smoothies, little specialty drinks, and your espresso. It used to be that the only place you can get your specialty coffees was at Cove Cafe in the adult-only section, but they have since improved and now you can get coffee almost anywhere, which if you're a coffee girl like me, you will appreciate. Here we are headed into the gorgeous, as always, Senses Spa. This is where you want to head if you want a massage. They do acupressure. They do all different types of services. This is the place to be on a cruise ship. I will tell you, the only place that I ever get spa services actually done is on a cruise ship. Now I know what you're thinking. Who in the world wants to wake up early and go for a run on a cruise ship? But I will tell you that waking up before the sun comes up and riding on a bicycle or walking slow on a treadmill can help with all those calories that you are definitely going to accumulate on this ship. That being said, if you need to continue your healthy workout routine, the cruise ship does have anything and everything you will need to do that, including fresh fruit, lemon water, and a cool towel to cool you down when you're done. There's also yoga classes, there's personal training, there's cycle classes, which I thought were really, really cool because I've never seen that on a cruise ship before. my Frozen lovers, now we are on to dining option number 3. This is also part of your main dining, rotational dining. So you will come here no matter what. This is Arendelle. And when I tell you that Disney went the extra yard to even include an actual hallway that looks like you're in Anna and Elsa's castle, they did just that. From the music, to the paintings, to the lighting, to the fabulous show that they have at dinner time here, Disney, you have outdone yourself. I truly enjoyed my time in this dining room, watching the show. You get to see Olaf, even get a little bit of Oaken. So I was super excited to come here. It lived up to all my expectations, and I have one question. Do you want to build a snowman? heading out of Arendelle and towards Mickey's main sale. This is going to be your main area where you're going to want to get souvenirs. They have all the kids' clothing, any type of t-shirt or lounge fly or mug or Christmas ornament, you're going to find it here. They had a pretty good selection. I would say that it was mostly picked over because we were on an inaugural sailing. So hopefully they will restock fast and get you that wonderful Disney merch that you love so much. Now we are still on the same deck. We are just further down. Mickey's main sale is like a really big, long store. And there you can see your ornaments, your frames, your pens, your mugs. Really anything you can think of to bring home will be inside of this store again. I also want to mention here, as a lover of Disney art, that any art you see on the ship will be available for purchase from these little kiosks. You can place your order right here and it will be delivered to your house hassle-free. Okay, continuing on deck 5, this is going to be Edge. This is for your teens, 11 to 14, so like your younger teens. This is a really cool place for them to hang out with comfy seating, tablets, big screen TVs. There's tons of video games going on in here, so our video game lovers will be taken care of. They do all kinds of activities with the kids in here, but also let them have a lot of free play and free time to where they don't feel too structured. They also do things to get to know other cruisers so the kids can make friends. It just feels really comfortable in here and inviting, and you want your kids to feel comfortable when they go to the kids clubs. Headed to deck 8, which is this is the only thing I'm going to show you on deck 8. This is the Fairy Tale Laundry Center. Now, I haven't seen a laundry center like this on any other cruise ship. This was actually fabulous. I mean, who wants to be doing laundry while they're on a cruise ship? But also, it was so comfortable in here. They had relaxing music. There's tons of machines, ironing boards. As you see, you can purchase your detergent in case you forgot it or you didn't bring any and there's an emergency. There's tables to fold. There was chairs to sit on. All in all, it was a 10 out of 10 when it comes to cruise ship laundry. Who's your friend who likes to play? There's Bing Bong, and now I'm gonna show you Joyful Suites. This space was so adorable, and if you don't like Inside Out, you're crazy. This area, everything in here is actually an additional charge, but who can resist gelato, cupcakes, chocolate-covered Oreos, all different kinds of specialty sweets. It's just a cute little place to get your sweets, and they're not overpriced. I promise you that they realize you can go and get ice cream for free. So the ice cream in here, the cupcakes in here, everything's reasonably priced, and who can fault this theming? Look at Anger. It was really, really cute to come in here. I will say though, there was nothing allergen friendly. So if you have an allergy, I would say skip it, unfortunately. Right across the way from Joyful Suites is Dorys Forget-Me-Nots. This is going to be more of a beachy themed souvenir shop. So they have some things from Castaway Cay, they have little mermaid stuff, more bathing suits, towels, ocean themed souvenirs. So definitely get in there and get a look. Now we're gonna head over to Marceline Market, which is probably one of my favorite things about Disney Cruise Line. They sort of reinvented their buffet and made it into a food hall with stalls. I will say the experience is quite similar to a buffet. I feel like they call it a food hall to make it a little bit more fancy, if I'm being honest, but the look of the area and how classy it feels, you do not feel like you're eating at a buffet or that it's just a line of hungry people. As you can see in here, the seating is upgraded. You can choose to sit at traditional tables or like these little cute nooks with couches and little tables, almost like you're at a cafe. So if you're not there for a full meal, you can also get drinks made, specialty drinks, specialty coffees, get that espresso, as I always say. It's just a nice, calming environment, whereas in a traditional buffet you feel kind of rushed, you feel like there's long lines. We didn't really have that problem when we went to Marceline Market. Here is one of Disney's signature drink stations. Now, just so you know, these drink stations are open all day. You can come in here at any time and get coffee, juice, if they have it inside the machine, and the sodas or soft drinks that you like. So, in addition to the pool deck soft drink machine and coffee machine and tea, you can also be down at the buffet and grab something really quick. Okay, here we are on the outer deck of deck 11. As you can see, Disney did something a little bit different. They have these round circular bars on each side, so you can get a drink no matter where you are. They also took away the big pool in the center and they put a whole bunch of little pools. Now we're flashing real quick to nighttime here because I want you guys to see the Aqua Mouse all lit up at night. And you see that they close that pool in front of the screen so that way everybody can watch the movie. Now, up here to the left, there are 5 or 6 different pools just in layers. And they're not deep, but they are shallow enough where you can go ahead and sit inside and stay cool. And you don't have to worry about the kids too much because they're shallow. There is not a lack of pools on the ship. There's always a place to lay and cool off. Just like that, we're back to daytime. Here are the infamous Disney drink stations. Coffee, tea, water, soft drinks, lemonade. You will not pay for a soda package with Disney Cruise Line, my friends. Now, alcohol is a different story, but we could talk about that later. This is the Lookout, specialty coffees, beer on tap, mixed drinks. Now, this is the beginning of Mickey's Festival of Foods. Here is the free, unlimited ice cream. It is so good, and they always have great flavors. Next, we're gonna head up to Goofy's Grill. Burgers, hot dogs, sausages with all the fixings, French fries, anything you can think of that goes on top of a burger or a hot dog, they have here. Macaroni salad, potato salad, and this is included. You do not pay extra for any of this. Take a look at that menu. Now here is the barbecue sauce bar for Mickey's Smoke Stack Barbecue. This is some of the best barbecue that I have had on a cruise ship. Ribs, brisket, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, anything you can think of that is barbecue food, including kielbasa, freshly roasted potatoes. They have it all here. And it's good, it's fresh, it tastes like it was smoked in the backyard on a smoker for 16 hours. Do not miss this quick service. And again, all of these restaurants and Mickey's Festival of Foods are included in your cruise fare. You do not pay extra for any of these. Now we head on over to Daisy's Pizza. They have really good pizza here, guys. I'm from New Jersey, so I'm a little bit of a pizza snob. But if you're looking for a quick slice, you know, kids love pizza. But also, they have gluten-free pizza, guys. So I was able to indulge in pizza while I was on the ship. Next, this is going to be the hot sauce bar for Donald's Cantina. If they don't have the hot sauce here you like, I don't know what to tell you because they literally had every type of hot sauce I've ever seen in my whole life. And fresh salsas that were fresh made and hot sauces. Now, Donald's Cantina works a little bit like Chipotle. You could choose a burrito or a bowl or a taco, and you get to put whatever you want in it. They have fresh veggies, fresh beans, corn salsa. It was really, really cute, and I really enjoyed having Mexican food on board. To deck 12, let's get a better view of the pools that are on deck 11. There's that one main pool. There's about 5 pools up here. And now we're gonna head to the Toy Story Splash Zone on deck 12. I've seen so many kids having so much fun. This is for our littles who can't go into the pool because they are not potty trained. So if you're wearing a swim diaper, unfortunately, you are not allowed to swim in the pools, but you can enjoy the splash pad. And we've seen so many little kids here all cruise long. It was really, really cute, and I love the theming because there's not always that much Toy Story stuff. And as a boy mom, we love Toy Story. Continuing the Toy Story theme, here is Trixie's Falls. It's a little kiddie pool right here in the Toy Story section. I love that it's on the same deck as the splash pad, so if you have older children who you also need to keep an eye on, you can do that. Half the family goes over here and half the family goes over here. Look at this little cute waterfall feature. The kids would have such a good time playing in there. Now, if you look over here to the right, you're going to see the fabulous Slidosaurus Rex. Now, this is a body slide. Younger kids can ride this. There is no rafts or anything like that. I just love the theming. And if you've seen the Toy Story shorts, you know all about his Rex and his crazy parties in the bathtub. Now headed to deck 12 aft, we have Vibe, which is going to be for our 14 to 17-year-old teenagers. Now, this space, it feels a little bit bigger than Edge and a little bit more adult, if you want to say. The furnishings are really cool. It's still got a teen vibe, but also they have a coffee bar and they have their own soda inside. They do still do activities in the Teens Club for the teens to enjoy. Sort of like a get to know you. They do video game tournaments, they do meet and greets. This little area is called the Hideaway, and this is where they do their dance parties. So every cruise there'll be like a DJ over here and the kids can come and hang out. And I believe that they serve them like specialty smoothies, different things that they want. It's just a place where they can feel like they have their own space away from mom and dad. Now, I really wanted this space to speak for itself, but I was just so overexcited that I have to tell you about the Rose Lounge. It's absolutely, positively gorgeous in here. It is obviously Beauty and the Beast themed, down to every last detail. When you walk in, there is this gorgeous rose with this gorgeous mirror, and we all know what movie it's from. Just take a look at it. It's fabulous. Down to Beauty and the Beast themed drinks, Beauty and the Beast themed appetizers. I really, really, really enjoyed sitting in here. It's relaxing. It's quiet. There's not much going on, so there's not going to be loud party music, but it's a great place to relax and grab a drink. Straight from the Rose to the well-known and well-loved Paulo's Steakhouse, the adults-only dining restaurant on the ship. Now, you all know, if you know me, I love my Paulo brunch, but dinner here cannot compare to anything I've ever had anywhere else. So, if you're traveling sans kids, if you have the kids and you need a date night, which you need a date night, take it from me. Take time to have dinner here or brunch. Both are fabulous, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And just a side note, if you don't order the chocolate souffle at dinner, you are mistaken. You must order the chocolate souffle. It is one of my favorite desserts on board. Now to our final installment of adult dining at Enchante. This is also a Beauty and the Beast-esque restaurant. you will see that there are tons of little touches from Beauty and the Beast, including our little Lumiere hanging off this little light in the hallway, which is adorable. But then you walk into this gorgeous, absolutely stunning chandelier in the center of the room. This is going to be a little bit more of an upscale dining venue. They also do brunch here, and they also do dessert experiences. So if you're looking to really go all out and have the ultimate date night or have an anniversary dinner, I highly recommend eating here. Also, they do require a suit jacket and a tie and a little bit more of a formal wear for ladies other than just, your regular jeans and your t-shirt. Just a little bit more upscale than Palo. Palo, you can get away with cruise casual. Here, I would recommend dressing up, dress to the nines, do you. Go all out. But definitely this space is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. If you've ever dined at Remy on board the other cruise ships, this would be a very similar experience. And now here we are, Deck 12 Hero Zone. If you can believe it, this is going to be an indoor sports area. I love that they brought the sports deck inside for those hot days. There's basketball in here. There's all sorts of game tables at the top. You have foosball, you have ping pong tables. Anything you can think of sports related happens in this area. They also do this fantastic Incredibles family games where you can race against other families in an obstacle course. It's like an inflatable obstacle course. We watched some of it and it was so fun. We had wished we brought the kids because we would totally be down. Here's the gorgeous view from deck 13. And here we are. You can tell that the seating is different. This is going to be the adults only area of the ship. And when I tell you that Disney outdid themselves, they really outdid themselves. I was so impressed with this area of the ship. Here we have the 3 different pools. There's 2 pools like this. They're shallow where you can dip your feet and get your back wet. There's an infinity pool in the middle and then another one of those shallow pools on the other side. If you look at the seating in this area, it really feels like you're at a high-end resort. It was so quiet back here. It was relaxing. And they moved the coffee bars, so now people with kids don't have to traipse their kids through the adults area to get those specialty coffees. It felt very secluded. There is nothing in the way up here, so that way families are walking through. You are truly in an adults only area. This is the adults only coffee area, Cove Cafe. This is my favorite place to get specialty drinks. I love that they can put the little characters on top of the coffees. I will be here every day. If you're ever on a cruise with me, this is where you can find me most likely. They have magazines. They do little meetings in here. It's just a fabulous area. I love the furnishings. It's quiet. They have great music. Definitely visit Cove Cafe. here are those adorable coffees that I was telling you about. I mean, how can you resist, right? So don't forget to get yourself a Disney Wish coffee at Cove Cafe. Now, I will point out something. There was a serious lack of hot tubs on board. This is the one hot tub that we did find. It's the Quiet Cove Whirlpool Spa in the adults only section. So just so you know, it's right underneath the Aqua Mouse, right before you hit the adults only section. If you see seating like this, you're in the adults only. And I love that you can lay back and watch people go above you on the Aqua Mouse. We're headed up to the tippy top of deck 14. Now this side is not adults only, nothing special about it, but there is a pool back here. It is the Chip and Dale's pool. So I don't ever want to hear anybody say that there's not enough pools on board. There is a pool on every corner. I believe there are 10 pools on board for your enjoyment. We did notice that some pools open a little bit later than the others. It's almost as if they open them out of necessity. So once one pool starts to get a little bit crowded, they'll start opening up the other pools that are closed. This pool is actually really cute and has little seating on the back there where you can sit and almost let like a rainfall water fall on your shoulders. It was really nice. Here we are on the other side of deck 14 behind Chip and Dale's pool. That is actually the Wish Tower suite you are seeing to the left-hand side, and this is Current's bar. So there's plenty of seating up here. As you can see, there is no lack of places to sunbathe, which I absolutely love. I love these little sunbeds. They feel so upgraded, and just you feel like you're not on a pool deck. You feel like you're sitting on the beach somewhere in a classy resort. I really, really loved the seating. And that's gonna wrap up this edition of the Wish walkthrough. You guys have seen every single thing there is to see in the ship, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. As always, give us a like to let us know you were here, and subscribe if you like what you see. As you can see, I am fully exhausted from giving you an entire tour of the ship. So comment down below and let us know what you're most excited to experience on the brand new Disney Wish.